It is 11:15, and as you see, I have chopped some of my hair off because, well, that point is pointless. I guess it's better than starving myself. I've had all of these physical problems arrive, and I feel just utterly overwhelmed. I'm trying to fight the anorexia, but it seems to be chopping my ear off. And I decided to make this video, one viewpoint, a person like myself fighting for recovery, to another person's viewpoint who thinks it's just so amazing and pro-anorexia or pro-bulimia. And it's like they feel that they can live through anything. Well, after being in recovery for over a year and not restricting, not anything, here's a wake-up call. Okay? Shall we have some music added? Nah, I don't want music today. I recently was in the hospital for unresponsive metabolic acidosis. And basically what it came down to was I was going into renal failure. That's just the most recent. Before that, it was Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. And I don't drink. And that was 2 weeks before that. And that was just when I was originally diagnosed in 2001. And I was very active in it. And I never wanted the eating disorder. IBS. Do you know what that is? Irritable bowel syndrome. Degenerative arthritis. Muscle spasms. Fatigue. Put the three together and you have fibromyalgia. Let's see. What else did they say? Yeah, of course. I've had a stroke, people. Wake up. I use a walker. I have a hospital bed. I have borderline diabetes. Every day, the bottom half of my legs are swelled by the end of it. I have no energy come 6, 7 o'clock. And you think this is fun? And you like it? And you think you're the best at it? I was 64 pounds at 5'3". I had a heart attack. Well, full-blown, not a heart attack. Let me take that back. I went into full-blown cardiac arrest and was declared dead. But they brought me back somehow. And it was probably God. God has given me many chances. Many, many chances. Just in September of this year, I was declared dead. And I woke up with a ventilator on. I actually qualify for a therapeutic working dog. This is to the point that my life has got to. I have a nurse that will soon be coming to my house, or the supervised living that I live in because of my house. And you guys think that this is funny. You know, I may get a lot of hate results from this, from you guys, you pros, and find that it is insulting that I would step on your territory to say this, but you need to wake up. I had a friend die in April of this year who was young, smart, intelligent, and beautiful. I had another friend die in 2003 who was a year and a half into recovery. Had a beautiful little boy. She went into the hospital for bronchitis, which turned into pneumonia. And let me tell you, she didn't walk out of that hospital. So if you think that you're invisible, you're not. Do you want to know where you're? At any stage, your life can change for the worse. I used to be that young kid who thought that I was the best at this, and it was the only thing I was good at. But then things happened. And now I'm trying to raise money for a therapy dog, so that I can have a life beyond a house or having to have somebody go with me somewhere. And I'm not even done yet. I take 4 medications to go to the bathroom. And if I don't go within a certain amount of time, I have to take another. And then if I don't go then, I get to go to the hospital. I've had more hospitalizations, medically speaking, than a human being would want. When I look at this, it makes me want to scream. That a person would be a pro, or want to be a pro this, or a pro that. I don't. I have chronic bronchitis, chronic asthma, fatigue, fibromyalgia, a fasciotomy, fractures to my left arm because of lack of calcium, cyst in my mouth, my teeth slowly falling apart to where I have to get them removed. I will be in malnutrition state for the remainder of my life, no matter how many years that is, and it can be shortly lived. How do you think your family feels? Do you know how much they care and you don't even realize it? They worry and they fret about you to the point that they're scared to have you live in their house because they don't want to wake up and find you dead. Compartment syndrome. Lost oxygen to my foot. Had a blood clot in it. They had to slice open each side of my leg. And yeah, these are all results of my screwed up thinking and my screwed up eating patterns. You know, the big one. Amenorrhea. We hate it. But we love the fact that we don't have the periods. Lack of protein. Protein deficient. And you know, that's what I'm going to say. I think the only cool thing is that they finally updated those nasty, ugly bracelets. Medical alert bracelets. But in order to be independent now, I have to get all this stuff so that people can see that I can do things more independently. But it's hard to get these things. It costs money. It costs as much money to sustain the anorexia would to get the dog. Let's see, what's more important? Living a life in the amounts of time that I would have if I were to relapse with anorexia, or being in recovery and even though I'd have a walker, I'd have a hospital bed, but I'd be blessed with a therapeutic working dog, that would be a lot better. And I'll somehow raise the funds, but it'll give me more independence. While you pros are sitting there calculating numbers, yeah, eventually you'll lose your hunger, and or you'll binge and you'll purge. You'll do whatever you want. I think it's disgusting, honestly. You've gotta fight. Learn to live. Do whatever you can, but stop being a pro. Because in the end, you're going to have so many problems, like pancreatitis. But you know, how they say, the decision's yours. You just have to be willing to make a change. It's not easy. It took me from the age of 7 to 30 years old. I couldn't find a reason. But then I did. I needed a life. I needed to be free. I didn't know who I was. I could have been Annie, I could have been Pixie Dust Rye, I could have been Rylan, I could have been anything. But I know that I am a person. I am loved. I know that I have faith and I have hope. And maybe you can find that too. Bye.